Hey y'all, Kevin Hutchison here with Realty Austin, and I am grateful to be a part of Stories Inside the Man Cave, a homegrown podcast just like my own business.
Hey, welcome to a special edition, if you will. March Madness is really winding down, but this is the most exciting part of it. I do have a shameless plug. I have to admit, surprisingly, I am number one in the Stories Inside the Man Cave bracket challenge through ESPN. I have no idea how that happened. My national champion has gone. Somehow I'm number one. My national champion, by the way, the Baylor Bears. Even though that they had some injuries, I still thought because of last year's experience winning it all and because of the program they are, I thought maybe, just maybe, they had that small chance, and I was betting on it. But right now, number one, I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but I did pick some upsets, and thank you all who for participating in it currently and registered your brackets. Number one and another one, and I don't know how long that will be, but I'll take it. I haven't won a bracket challenge in over a decade. Finished the top 4 or 5, but anyway, it's just fun participating in those, and I'm not one of those who said, hey, after first and second round, the first weekend, I can honestly say my bracket wasn't busted, and it's been a while since I've been able to admit that. Hey, before we get going here in this special episode 127, shout out to Jim Saxton State Farm Insurance Agency. They've been with us since day one, and Jimmy, great guy, good guy to Austin, Westlake OG. Go to saxtoninsurance.com for all of your insurance needs, and they will go above and beyond to help you. For example, I just bought a new truck. I had my insurance. They switched it for me to the new vehicle within a matter of 30 minutes. That's how quickly they work. And it was later in the day on a Friday. So who wants to work on a Friday? Saxton Insurance Agency, they do here in Austin, and they will take care of you the same way. I am Sean Clinch, by the way, the host of Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast. Today, we're going to focus on, it's going to be short and to the point, Texas women's hoops. Later tonight, they are back in the Elite Eight. And what's surprising about this team, there's so many beautiful moving parts to this team. Obviously, Vic Schaefer, the head coach of this program, they've got them on the brink. And on the brink of playing in the Final Four again. But this one is a little bit more shocking as far as the run that they've had. And Coach Schaefer kind of explains why that is. We had a sample of what they could potentially do, beating the defending national champion Stanford, who they'll play later tonight in the Spokane Region Championship. And Coach Schaefer, he alluded to that in their latest press conference.
I think that gave our kids some confidence early on. And quite frankly, it probably created some expectation for this group. That might not have been real fair at the time just because of our youth. And we have 9 new players. We have 1 starter back. I'd venture to say there's nobody in this round right now that's got that.
I seriously doubt it. That's Coach Schaefer's to the point. And you mix that, and I'm not trying to be a homer guy because I'm in Austin, Texas, but you take that chemistry, team chemistry, much like Chris Beard's teams. He had a lot of new faces, about a dozen. And to get them to where they were in the round of 32, I thought was an accomplishment. Same with the Texas women. That many new faces, and to get the chemistry together, to have an early season win over Stanford, I know that's not going to carry any weight into this game except for up here. Confidence that you can compete and beat a team of that caliber. That's what's more impressive about that. And I think, Karen Ashton did some great things here at Texas and laid the foundation, so to speak. Vic Schaefer has increased that, added another layer to where Texas is starting to elevate to where this program should be. I mean, Texas women's basketball, if I'm staying correct my facts, they've only been to the Final Four 3 times. I'm almost positive. And if I'm wrong, please, someone call me out here on Twitter at Stories Man Cave. But there's a lot of new faces on this team, as we mentioned, and a lot of them sat on the bench last year, gaining experience. One of which is Shay Holly, yes, the daughter of the former Texas Longhorn football great from the early 80s who played in the NFL, drafted Shay Holly. This is what she had to say about sitting and watching last year, even during the pandemic, and how that's benefited her because she's become a key contributor, one of many on this club.
Obviously, actually being on the court has added a lot of it, a lot of fun too. But yeah, I think last year just watching how hard our team played and like making all of the effort plays, getting all the 50-50 balls, like that's what got us to the Elite Eight. So I think just making sure that we continue that in addition to the added talent we have this year.
Yeah, so a deep team. Honestly, I'm going to go out and say this. It's been a great year. If they finish tonight losing to Stanford, it's been a great season. I mean, they haven't lost a game in a long time. I think it's 13, 14 straight now. If they lose tonight, still a great year, tremendously great year because of what they have. I know they went last year, but to have that many new faces. But I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. I think the chances are in UT's favor to go to the Final Four. I think they will win tonight. Tough, hard-fought win against the Big Ten champion Ohio State in the Sweet 16 game. Of course, one of the key pieces for those Texas women is that point guard with the enormous hair. She has a lot of hair, and it's a good look on her. And I think it just adds to the character of this team. Rory Harmon, phenomenal. I mean, she is the second leading scorer on this team. Rory Harmon is, and she's a true freshman. Over 11 points per game, but her presence on the court is unbelievable with the assist ratio, the lack of turnovers, her leadership, the ability to create points. This is her talking about, just that overall experience and before they play Stanford tonight and being the point guard for Coach Schaefer.
It's a bit challenging, but just doing what he says, doing what I got to do, limiting turnovers. With our run right now, that's all we got to stay with. So
short to the point, amazing to watch her play. You don't see many freshman point guards at any level, even at the women's game, do what she has done, especially this latter third of the season. And right now they're on the brink. I mean, literally, they could be hours away from clinching their first Final Four appearance, I believe, since 2003. But they're about to do it. I want to hear your feedback. You're the loyal Stories Inside the Man Cave viewer and listener. Go to our Facebook page. That's where all of the episodes are posted, as well as the YouTube page. But go to Twitter. Follow us there. I want to hear your feedback on this great Texas team. What do you think their chances are tonight? A late tip-off time. But right now, I definitely want to give a shout-out to one of our big sponsors, kind of become a brand ambassador, so to speak, for these people right here. There's going to be some new products, and I'll tell you all about those after this promo for manscaped.com. Yeah, we're covering about every topic imaginable here at Man Stories Inside the Man Cave, including manscaping. Manscaped.com is so popular that they have their own periodical, a newspaper, and their top headline, "We Save Balls," is pretty popular nowadays. And, they really attracted me, so much so that I love the products, and they sent me this entire package I'm going to show you. Well, the premier products of this box I just showed you, the Performance Package 4.0, this bad boy, the Lawnmower 4.0. Take a listen. That is the sound of absolutely tremendous manscaping in the man cave. So today, as you're watching this episode, I encourage you to jump on to manscaped.com and look for the Performance Package 4.0. You'll get the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. It is smooth, and you just feel like a piece of silk afterwards, and you feel clean. Personally, let me show you what I love the most. Right here, the Ball Deodorant. I know the light's a little bright here, but the Ball Deodorant, it smells like sweet mahogany and pheromones. Yes. See, I'm all here. We're here for it. Manscaped.com. Even the OG Mancave boys, they have it as well. And they're users of it. Be sure to look out on social media for their promotions of it. And there's some new products on the way. I have them. I'm using them. But they're not just for, they're much different. They're Manscaped.com is evolving, as we all should in our professions or what we do. More of the skincare, the daily routine products, deodorant, shower gel. It does have that, what I like to call sweet mahogany smell. It comes with the shower gel, underarm deodorant. There's going to be a new promotion I'm putting together right now for you guys. And it's well worth it. And you know, when you're working and you're hustling all day, you're dealing with clients, you're visiting people, you have meetings, these products that keep you smelling fresh, confident all day. Go to manscaped.com. Get that package you just talked about, the Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed Whacker, and that package deal. I want to thank all of you. I had a positive response in that campaign. Go to manscaped.com. Use this promo code at the end, ManCave20, for 20% off your order. It's well worth it. Do it. Not for me. Do it for yourself. But right now, I want them on board. Drum roll. Our new local sponsor. Let's go. Yes, new sponsor, Honest AC and Plumbing. They're stationed up in Hutto, Texas. That's to the northeast of the great city of Austin, Texas. And they have presence in Round Rock, North Austin, Pflugerville, offices there. Go to Honest Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Search for them on Google. Go to our Facebook page on Stories Inside the Man Cave Podcast. You may be there right now watching this. If you live in those areas, they will serve you. And honest is the perfect, ideal word for them. You know, the handshake agreement that used to be, as we grew up, my generation, a handshake agreement means everything. It does with Honest AC and Plumbing. You can trust these guys with a handshake. It goes a long ways. Yeah, David, Willie, Floyd, ask for them. They're good people, great, fine American people. Honest AC and Plumbing. Yes, support them. And if you live in those areas, they will come out for you and service your AC and plumbing. Right now is a great time because this truly locally owned company, this is the right time right now to have your AC maintenance before the grueling hot summer months. Don't wait until then when you don't have AC. Do it now. Honest AC and Plumbing. Get with those guys. They're reliable and they're good people. Fine Americans. Yes, they are. Yes, Peacock Nation, stand up. We know more about the St. Peter's Peacocks more than we ever thought we would. They have made an incredible run. Currently, as we're recording this, they are facing this David versus Goliath matchup. Of course, all of them have. St. Peter's Peacocks, a small school across the river from New York City in Jersey City, Jersey. You got to see in episode 126, you met Doug Waters. He's a Texas guy. Had ties to UT baseball, was a manager with Augie Garrido on some of those great teams. Texas connection. He is the associate AD, strategic communications for St. Peter's Peacocks men's basketball. He's the man responsible behind the tweets They beat North Carolina. If they beat North Carolina, they're going to the Final Four as a 15th seed. Go Cox. Turn up, Peacocks. Let's ride. St. Peter's, let's go. Bust some brackets. Break some hearts. Why, how could you not turn up and support the Peacocks? We're riding with them at Stories Inside the Man Cave. Until the next episode, for the OG Man Cave boys, that being Big Mike, Coach Mo, and Hardball Harch, we out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.